Should be really a good night out there this evening, but it's going to be a hot one, that is for sure. I've got your football forecast for tonight. This is what you can expect out there on the gridiron. I think it's 7 p.m. when they kick off. It'll be 98. At about 9:30, 94 still, and 10 o'clock. Be about 90. So in the 90s out there for the football games, and there will be some isolated showers, mainly in the hill country. If you don't live in the hill country, your rain chances are real slim. All right, so supply and demand, just like yesterday, supply of energy versus demand of energy, it is going to be very close. I think 75,000, kilowatts is how they measure it. But anyway, the demand is going to be right at 75,000 and the supply is 75,000. So do your part today. It's a yellow day. It means it's a high peak demand day, so conserve your energy use between 3 and 8 o'clock. Don't use those big appliances. Also, set your thermostat for 78 degrees. Draw those blinds because energy matters, especially today. It's going to be a close call on the supply and demand, I think. All right, 80 degrees, normal low, 74. We're pretty close to our low for the morning. Look at the record low again for the second day in a row in the 50s, 58 degrees back in 1891. And the record high, 102, set back a long time ago, back in 1924. And again today, I'm expecting a high temperature right at 102 with that very slight chance of an isolated shower after 4 o'clock. All right, we've got a heat advisory in place from San Antonio north and eastward, an excessive heat warning from Austin to Lavaca County and off to the north and east. A lot of real estate with that excessive heat warning, just not here. All right, 72 degrees at Kerrville this morning. Lots of 80s on the map. Gonzales 80, we've got 80 degrees, pretty close to 80 at Cotulla. Also Victoria, 78, Port Lavaca at 80. Yesterday's high temperature, 107, Dallas-Fort Worth. At Jackson, it was 106. New Orleans, once again, 100 degrees, and we hit 100 as well with a heat index yesterday, about 104.5, and we'll see a heat index today, 105 to 110. All right, upper level ridge of high pressure pretty much overhead, but this is a good thing. The high moves out towards the west. That opens the door for a northerly flow aloft. Good things happen this time of the year when that happens. Frontal boundary will come in next week, and that'll give us a chance for some rainfall. Also lower the temperatures a little bit. Now with this kind of configuration, if something develops with the northwestern Caribbean or the eastern Gulf of Mexico, I think it'll be a Florida issue. That's the way it looks right now. And then we've got Franklin out there in the Atlantic and a couple of other areas of disturbed weather, but nothing headed towards the western Gulf of Mexico. High temperature today, I think 102. Mainly hill country, isolated showers developing with the heating of the day, and they'll dissipate once the sun goes down. This is horrible. Exceptional drought. Lots of real estate here and just expanding. Extreme drought. Big area there as well. Aquifer went up a bit, 628.3. Pollen count, molds at 98, 70, and heavy. Forecast for today, 102 with that heat index between 105, 110. Saturday, 102. I think Sunday with compressional heating in advance of that front, 105. But I'm going to go with about a 50-50 shot of rain Monday with a high 103. And then Tuesday, 97 behind the front and close to 100 Wednesday and Thursday.
So basically the next few days, a must-have hat and sunglasses.